Our mind creates our reality. What is it that you are vulnerable to? The answer is, what is it that you have allowed yourself to believe? And which has been reinforced and reinforced and reinforced and reinforced. And so when people have something told to them a lot about how, there's something that's scary, then, that thing really becomes scary. And, you start to create this. Likewise, there are positive aspects that could be looked at from this. There is, in China, in certain regions, a festival that has to do with harvest, where elders in the community are celebrated and feted. And the death toll that is the usual longevity death toll, people dying of old age, in that area, in that week, the death toll due to old age stops, because people are going to be celebrated and have their stories told. And so people don't die in that week. And then the following week, the death toll doubles. Because they got their story told and they were all happy and everything, and if they were due to die last week, they die this week. The number of people who have been told by a medical practitioner that they are gravely ill and that they have X amount of time to live and make their arrangements, and who, as it turned out later, were misdiagnosed, but who died anyway, because that's what the person with the medical degree told me was going to happen, so that's what happens. And so then the answer to all this is, we just don't want to be so suggestible. What we want is to ground ourselves in that inner state of being. You're not a victim of all of these things and, people doing voodoo on you and things like that. The thing is, your consciousness really is, as a meditator, you're grounded twice every day in that invincible field of inner consciousness. And your individuality is a prized possession of the universe. When you have that contact with the absolute state, and your mind and your brain and your body are the outlets for cosmic desire, cosmic intent, then you're not suggestible anymore. And that suggestibility is really the big problem in our world today. Hypnotizability. The cruel word, but I'll use it anyway, is gullibility. The scientific word is suggestibility. We live in times where the entire collective is highly suggestible. And consequently, somebody who has even a marginal amount of mesmerizing talent can, whip people into fear, into anger, into sadness, and entire social movements can be created straight out of thin air. This is because of the suggestibility of the populace, which is in turn because of the suggestibility of individuals. When you practice Vedic meditation, you become less and less hypnotizable. Now, this is a fascinating concept because it means that you're grounding yourself in that absolute state, and you're finding your definition in that innermost quality of yours, the big self. Your identity is not up for grabs by whoever happens to point a bone at you.